Hi, I'm Mackenzie, and this is Our Wyoming Life. Okay, let it go, Daddy. Let go.
Coming up on Our Wyoming Life, haying continues, but the end is in sight. Then we get some new arrivals at the ranch, and later the bulls go to work. Haying continues, and I feel like I've been saying that for weeks now, but actually I probably have. Haying is a long process that includes hours upon hours in the tractor, but the end is in sight. We have just completed cutting our last field, a 170-acre behemoth that seems to go on forever. So far this year, we've cut almost 500 acres of hay. And in a normal year, that would be more than enough to feed our herd for the winter. But this year, the hay has really been lacking. And although we will get a few tons off our fields, we will still end up buying hay from outside sources. The cows have to eat, and making some hay off our place is better than none. And buying hay in a bad year is an added expense that the ranch will have to absorb. All that's left to do is to finish baling this field. Then we truck the hay out of the field and back to the hay yard, a holding area for bales until they're fed this winter. Haying is far from over, but making that last bale will make me feel a whole lot better. After our hay is stacked, we will start getting semi-loads of hay delivered to the ranch, and soon our hay yard will be filled with bales and food for the winter. Even though we're still haying, plenty still needs to be done on the ranch, and one of the events that is always a lot of fun and something that we look forward to is the arrival of our new batch of baby piglets on the ranch. After getting their new home all fixed up, we pick up the piglets from our supplier that raises the pigs in Nebraska. She delivers them to us, and we pick them up from her, put them in a dog carrier, and bring them back to their new home. These pigs are 3/4 Berkshire pigs. A full-bred Berkshire pig is very rare, and as of 2008, there were only 300 breeding sows known to exist. We will raise these piglets for about 6 months before they go to market, and we will sell the meat at farmers markets and to private customers. Over the next 6 months, they will gain a lot of weight. Right now, they weigh about 10 pounds, but in 6 months, they will tip the scales at right around 300 pounds. That's a gain of about 50 pounds per month, or about 1.5 pounds per day. They eat a lot to gain that weight, and right now, they won't eat much, but a pig will eat about 600 pounds of feed between weaning and market. They also drink a lot, and an adult pig can put away about 14 gallons of water per day. Our pigs get water on demand out of these little spouts. All they have to do is bite down a little bit, and the nozzle will shoot out all the water they want. Contrary to what you may have heard, pigs are actually quite clean animals. They won't soil an area where they eat or sleep. They're extremely intelligent. They are curious and insightful, and studies have shown them to be smarter than dogs and even some primates. Pigs do squeal, and they are loud. In fact, a pig squeal can be about as loud as 115 decibels. That's 3 decibels higher than the sound of a jet airliner. No wonder I'm deaf. Another interesting thing about pigs is that they are associated with fertility and virility in China, and it's a common practice for statues of pigs to be displayed prominently in the bedrooms of Chinese couples who are trying to have children. So maybe I should get a little pig statue for our bulls, because today is a big day for them. Today, they get turned out with the cows. Breeding season starts now on the ranch.
All the cows have had their calves. In fact, a lot of those calves are now starting to eat grass, although they will continue to suck from their moms until they leave the ranch in October. Breeding the cows now means that we will begin calving next year in April, and that seems to work for us. We have about 20 heifer cows that we have had a bull in with for the last month or so, and we'll put them due in March, as a cow has roughly the same time pregnant as a human, 9 months. The heifers, or cows that have not yet had a calf, are separated off from the rest of the herd and put in with a heifer bull, a 1-year-old bull that's not too big as to injure the smaller framed and younger cows. We breed them first because heifers are notorious for having problems during birth, and we really want to be able to keep a close eye on them. They will begin calving next March, and because the cows won't calve until April, they will get a full month of my undivided attention. Another reason that we breed heifers a little early is that it can take a heifer longer to breed back the following year. So they will get more time before they are cows and have a full-grown bull on their back. Literally. So with the heifers taken care of, it's time to put our herd bulls in with the cows. This can be a tricky adventure. These bulls weigh 2,000 pounds each, and they know what time of year it is. They are ready to go to work, and they can be a little feisty about it. Our cows are located about 2 miles from the bulls, so that means we're going to have to get them in a trailer and take them to the cows. The first step is to get the trailer hooked up to the pickup. This trailer is 16 feet long, and it's made of steel. We do have a bigger trailer, but it's aluminum, and a bull can kick right through the side of it, so it's safer to take more trips and use a heavier trailer. We have 4 bulls to move today, and once we have the trailer backed up to the loading chute, it's time to move them from the bull pasture where they spent the last 9 months of their lives into a smaller pasture, and eventually into a smaller corral until they're on the trailer. It takes 2 of us to do this, one in the gator and one on a 4-wheeler. We tend to let the gator be more aggressive with the bulls, as it offers a little bit more protection for the driver. More than 50% of the deaths on ranches are caused by bulls, and moving them can make for a few very dangerous situations. As we move them from pasture to corral and finally onto the trailer, their area gets smaller and smaller, and their stress levels go up, and a stressed bull is never a good thing. So we tend to take it easy with the bulls, not pushing them too hard, and definitely not getting them agitated. They tend to do that themselves, as bullfights are very common. Bulls are territorial animals, and as they get closer together, the arguments are bound to happen. As we move them up, we close the gates behind us so they can't double around, and eventually we get them to the trailer, where the first 2 bulls are loaded up
Come on.
and driven away, arriving at the cows, where they are released and told to go to work. The other 2 are loaded up as well, and off they go. It's really funny that the bulls know what time of year it is, and if we are patient and gentle with them, they tend to know the routine, and they get on board really quick. After all, it's date night.
97 degrees today, and my air conditioner just died in the baling tractor, and that's why I'm over here in the shade. So after the bulls and the piglets, I'm back to baling. It never ends, but it's a good thing. As long as I'm able to get out and work, I'll do it. Somebody asked me recently if ranching was my passion, and I'd have to answer no. I never did have a lifelong dream of ranching or farming, but I think it's important not to let opportunities slip by. And although ranching never was my passion, I would consider it my purpose. I'm good at it, and the ranch needs me. And filling that need means something that is useful to others. True happiness comes from doing what we love and what we're good at and what the world needs. And you'll never find it focusing on ourselves, but we do by helping and connecting with others. Thanks for connecting with us. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and tell your friends. Hell, tell your enemies, I don't care. Help us spread the word. Cool things are happening every day, and not a day goes by that I don't get an email from somebody interested in what we're doing. Not just me, but what all of us are doing. And I thank you for that. Have a great week, and thanks for joining us in Our Wyoming Life.